Well, guys, it looks like we're going to end the week on a positive note as the president has reached out to Sean Duffy and the EPA administrator, specifically pushing for end of life or useful life. Remember those key words. Those are very, very key words when it comes to diesel vehicles. End of life and useful life for emission systems. Meaning, is the president about to open the door to allow you to legally delete your vehicle? I think it's going to happen sooner than you think. We're going to talk about all of that and more right after this. So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. Speaking of deleted trucks or just trucks in general, we currently have the wrap up. It is Friday if you're seeing this video, and it is the end of the 400X entries. It'll end at 3 a.m. actually Saturday on the East Coast and 12 midnight Pacific time for 400X entries on the OBD Tech 2500 Ram Bighorn, as well as goodies popcorn, or it could end up selling out. We know there's only 3 left for the Ram 2500, and there's only a few left. I think there's like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12, whatever left of the goodies popcorn 400Xs, as you guys crushed those yesterday. So if you want to win either a 1500 Ram Laramie with all the bells and whistles, you can do that through Goodies Popcorn with their 400X entries, or you could do it with OBD Tech and their 400X entries on a heavy-duty Ram 2500 with the gas engine, not diesel. And you can do that over at tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. Again, that ends tonight at midnight, and then you'll see the different products that they have there go to their regular respective entries. Getting into today's video, so the president has reached out to the DOT secretary and the EPA administrator respectfully to start looking at what useful life of these emission systems are. Now, this is partially because the senator, I believe it's from Wyoming, has pushed the president hard on getting behind and pushing the Diesel Truck Liberation Act. That would make it illegal for the government to even regulate emission systems on diesel trucks. It would make it 100% completely legal for you to just weight loss plan or Jenny Craig your diesel truck, meaning you'd be able to take off the EGR, the DEF, the DPF, whatever you want to remove off the damn system and then tune it appropriately. You'd legally be able to do that with the signing of that bill instantly. It would strip away so many different provisions that I think overreach with the Clean Air Act that it would be huge. But anyways, the president is looking at taking executive action here. And I know what you're going to say. Well, that's only going to be good as long as he's in office. Well, I'm the way I'm looking at it right now, and the way that the auto manufacturers are looking at it right now, they're looking at it that the policies that are currently being in place by Trump are probably going to be there for 4 to 8 more years after he's out of office, because they're thinking Vance is most likely going to be the next president of the United States. So if you keep those policies in line, nothing changes, at least for 4 to 12 years. And during that time, it allows the auto manufacturers to do what they need to do, and they can make their money on it. And maybe 12 years from now, something changes. Maybe a Democrat gets in and they, and they try to change everything with emission systems. But at that point, I feel like it'd be so hard and so, I don't know what you call it. It would be so hard and so cost prohibitive for them to do it that I don't think it would happen. But Anyways, what does this mean? Well, it means that the president is starting to listen to some of these other senators and other legislators that are putting out this information. It's a big reason why the president is, has rolled back these CAFE standards, rolled back these fuel economy standards, because they had to. They really had no other option, no choice here but to do that. And I think making these deletes legal, or at least making it where a consumer doesn't have to have these systems on a truck if they don't want them, I think would be such a positive and such a politically positive action by the president. Now, I know you're going to say, well, it only affects such a small group, TK. It really wouldn't matter. You'd be surprised. I think you'd be genuinely surprised at how many people would like to be all over that and not have to deal with diesel exhaust fluid. And above all of it, right? And I've heard this too, right? They need to focus on the EGR, not DEF. I think, you go at it in stages, just like they've been doing. The EPA is about to reverse the endangerment finding. We should see that any day now, right? Probably going to happen Monday. But you see all of this stuff happening, and it's going Congressional Review Acts, legislation, executive orders, more legislation, Congressional Review Acts, legislation, and it keeps going down that line. And you got to keep hitting it from that point, because it makes it harder and harder for the other side to flip it back the other way. But I'll leave the question to you. Do you think the president, entrusting this to Lee Zeldin and Sean Duffy to make these necessary changes, do you think they will do it? Because I think they do. I think Sean Duffy and Lee Zeldin are probably two of the hardest working individuals in the cabinet in terms of what they're already getting done. That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but I do want to know what you guys have to think in the comment section down below. Again, if you want to get in on our Ram 1500 or Ram 2500 giveaways, I got to also give a major shout out to both of the sponsors there, Goodies Popcorn and OBD Tech. Go over to tksgarage.bigcartel.com. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And as always, stay petty, my friends.